What's going on now? I've had a couple people over the last few months ask me to do this and go live or whatnot. I've been posting some of my stuff that I've been doing from TikTok or whatever the case may be. Still looking to build my following up or whatever the case. But I wanted to take a minute. And last night on TikTok, I did say that I wasn't going to talk about this no more, but new things keep popping up or whatever, and I wanted to take a minute to address some of the stuff that I've seen. All right, so the lady who was, and y'all pardon me, I'm at work. So if you at work or if you have a job, click those likes. All right. Don't forget to subscribe to my page. Check out some of my content or whatever the case may be. And definitely, I interact back. I'm one of the few that actually talks back. So definitely send me a message. Let me know what you think about anything you want to talk about, whether you like it or whether you don't. I'm open to any conversation. Now, here's where I stand as far as this whole situation goes, y'all. No one, I've yet to hear one person condone what happened to that young lady. Yet to hear one person condone or say that she deserved to get hit by a brick. The only thing that we said is expecting someone that is a complete stranger to jump out there in the way in order to protect you. Only special people do that. It's not something you should expect. It's not something that you should. In other words, because you see a crowd of men and you expect it, you act differently. It's hard work being the boss. My other phone is ringing. Some people tend to act differently because they feel like they have that safe place of, oh, some man, at least one man got to come through and help me because I'm a woman. The problem is there's never a guarantee to that. What's up, Kev? You called? I don't know. I can't remember. I remember calling. I just don't remember what I was calling for. What's your ETA? Okay. All right. Well, shit. I'll see you when you get back home to home base. You will be going. You will be going to Tucker. Yeah, everybody's going to Tucker. I still got like four of them left to get out. Get out. But there's going to be some space in between this one because I got some stuff to get out. No, negatory. Where you at, Gray? You had to go to Gray today, right? Oh, okay. Word. All right, dude. Well, I'll see you when you get back. All right. All right. So where did I leave off? Um, I think people have talked about this shit so much that they forgot that someone hit this woman with a brick. People have talked about the dudes and they focus on dudes, strangers not helping this woman. Which usually, if that happens, let me put it this way, y'all. This is the best way I could put it. If I'm at the club, right, and I get a good vibe off of you, or whatever the case may be. You not necessarily you gave me your phone number or something like that, but you were nice, you were, approachable, you were talking, and you were, you know, just cordial, just a sweet person, soft, whatever the case may be. If we're partying, having a good time, I done bought a couple drinks. You done bought a couple drinks. I done bought you a couple drinks. You may have reciprocated, but if you didn't, that's cool. But you're a sweet person, right? And then you go outside and someone's giving you a hard time, and we've had a good time all night or whatever the case may be, and someone's giving you a hard time, I'm going to step up for you because I know that my interaction with you was a dope one. All right? But on the other hand, if you have a nasty attitude, if I give you a compliment and you say some smart shit back, or you look at me and suck your teeth and walk past, or whatever the case may be, and or you curse me out, or you say some derogatory stuff, or you say don't worry about it, or some shit like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if I see that happen, I am more likely to just walk right by you. And to me, listen, your energy exudes, ladies. And the other part of it is, for the ladies who are out here, y'all need to understand that because we have social media, we have access to more people. So now we get more of a feel of what's mostly out here. All right. So when we see these actions, these mannerisms, and men are fact based, result driven, we're going to go off of basically what do we think is going to happen? What's most likely to happen? And unfortunately lately, ladies, for you, what we think is more likely to happen if I was to just approach you is for you to be an asshole. Just because we see your sisters doing it all the time on social media, in real life, you come across, you have interactions with women or whatever the case may be, to the point that the same women, and even in this case right here, that the same women who who are sitting there and they're angry because nobody stepped up to protect this woman or to fight for this woman or whatever the case may be, those same women are sitting there talking about they don't like to be complimented, yet they post 1,000 pictures and videos or whatever the case may be. Shit has to match up. They post 1,000 videos and shit, looking for the affirmation of those who are out here, telling us how fine they are. Not even telling us, utilizing utilizing voiceovers to tell us how fine they are, or whatever the case may be. But for me to tell you how fine you are, problem. All right? Don't hold the door for me. This is literally what I heard yesterday. Holding the door for me and then looking at my ass after you go by. Damn. It's just eyes. It's just eyes. And saying something that like, we don't want that. Some people actually do want that. Some people actually do like that acknowledgement. Some people need to feel like people notice that they look good. It's just, you make it very hard for us you make it very hard for you to even pick a good man, yet you're complaining about the fact that you can't get a good man. Do I need to elaborate on that? I guess I do. You know, all the things that men could do to be nice to you. You see that as weak. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like men to show you positive affirmation or whatever the case may be. You tell it like, unless it's that specific dude that meets every single thing in your criteria or whatever the case may be. Funny thing is, usually that person who does that, they don't show a lot of fucking affirmation because they looking to get the same, they as pretty as you. They looking to get the same fucking affirmation that you looking to get. And y'all not gonna sit there and listen and fucking compliment each other back and forth. That's not what you're gonna do. No. That's not what you're gonna do. What you're gonna do is you're gonna sit there and wait for it because it's a man's place to compliment the woman. But then when men know that, recognize that, see that, and give you that, then it's a problem. So when you looking at this situation, can y'all really look at this situation and say, can y'all look at this situation and say that the story was told exactly the way that it happened? Because the same way she lashed out at those people who were out there, and ladies and gentlemen, when I say I found new information and all of this stuff, and I found where she was destroying men, and then the latest one I found, which was late last night before I went to sleep, had to be at work at 4 o'clock this morning, but the one that I found was the one where she was actually destroying women. That's right, where she was actually talking about the fact that black American women are trying to have been taught how to be women by the trans community. That's what she said. Just completely attacked all of y'all. And now all of these women are out here trying to support this woman. And of course, this is unabated. That's just what was on her mind. She was ready. At that moment, she was ready. So here's the thing. This is what I'm simply saying. We're worried about the character of the person that we actually are protecting. Stop comparing yourself to our daughters. Stop comparing yourself to our mothers. Stop comparing yourself to people that we have actual relationships with and we know their character. And especially stop comparing yourself to our daughters or whatever the case may be, because our daughters, our mothers, who else is supposed to protect them? It is my job, it is my innate duty to protect them. It is my innate duty to protect my girlfriend, my fiance, my wife. That is my innate duty. It is not my job to protect the fucking stranger out there. And how dare you believe that I should protect someone like my daughter? Because if you really believe that, and all of these ladies are saying that, there's a lot of ladies out here saying that. Well, what if your daughter? What if it was your daughter? The fact of the matter is, it's not my daughter. You're not my daughter. You're not my mother. You're not my sister. You're not none of those people. I have relationships with those. And stop telling me that you're just as good as my daughter and our relationship is just as good when I don't even fucking know you. Because if you really believe that just because I have a daughter, or because I have a mother, or I have a sister, and I should jump out here and protect any woman who might find herself in danger, whether she respects me or not, then I would like for y'all to stop complaining about men cheating on y'all. Because you feel like as a stranger, you deserve the same energy and protection that my daughter gets from me, that my mother gets from me, that my sister gets from me. So in your eyes, all women are equal, which means there's nothing special about you, whether you're in a relationship or you're not. If you're in a relationship with some dude, that's not yours. He's not yours. You don't belong to him. He don't belong to you. Which means you should be getting the same exact thing that a woman who is at the bottom of the barrel gets, because y'all are all equal. In other words, if you believe that you match up to my daughter, which that would never happen, I would never treat a stranger better than my daughter. I would never treat anybody better than my daughter. I would never meet a woman and she get treated better than I treat my mother. Never. But if you believe that shit, and that's the shit. There's an equity of thought where there's no equity to your thoughts, your thought process. If you believe that a complete stranger that I don't know should have get the same consideration that my child should get, then you have problems. You have psychological problems, and you need to go see somebody about that shit to tell them that they wrong. Because I have a responsibility and a duty to take care of my kids. I have a responsibility and a duty to keep living, and I'm not going out here and dying for someone that won't even recognize me in the street next week. And that's literally all that I got to say. Is that all I got to say? No, it's not. It's not all I got to say. One last thing. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of y'all who are coming out here and y'all talking about human decency or whatever the case may be, and nobody called the police or whatever the case may be, if nobody called the police, then who called the police? Because she didn't. She decided to make a video rather than being on the phone with dispatch. She decided to make a video for y'all with her face wired up and swollen like a motherfucker. She decided with all her faculties to pick up her phone, and instead of calling 911, or I heard that shit wasn't even in America, but instead of calling the emergency number wherever she might have been, she decided to make a video for y'all to show us that no black man stepped up for her. Now, ladies and gentlemen, more than likely, if no black man stepped up for her, she had been an asshole all night. Then videos surfaced that she was slapping the shit out of people or whatever the case may be. The excuse was those were skits. Okay, well, here's the thing. Then videos surfaced of her talking cold cash shit about men, talking about she couldn't care less about men, this, that, and the third, talking about how women are the protectors. She hopes that women are kissing women, and women are the innate protectors and providers, such and such, so on and so forth. All of these videos. And then the video that I found yesterday is a video of her destroying women. This motherfucker don't like nobody, but she wants to be protected by someone. She don't like you, the women who have fucking been out here putting your whole fucking integrity, all your shit on the line, talking about what someone should have done for her. And then a video surfaces, and now she's trying to delete them all, talking about, and she been sitting on a damn hospital bed talking about she ain't never did nothing to hurt nobody, and now a video comes out where she is giving away womanhood to somebody else, stripping you of it and giving it to someone else. That's all I got to say about it. Show off.